Hello everyone, I'm Lat the Redeemed, and today we're going to be talking about a very common barrier to progression in Infinite Magicraid. Needing to awaken a hero, but not having enough fodder. If you are a spender in IMR, this isn't a huge barrier, as there are usually packs available for purchase that have eggs in them. But for free-to-play players, it can be a bit trickier. Today, I'm going to evaluate the options we've got, make some recommendations that I think you'll find helpful, and then follow through on that plan so I can continue to drive this account forward. Eggs have to be farmed up in either campaign or in the Dragon Cliffs dungeon, both of which use your stamina. Dragon Cliffs is a bit more stamina efficient, but the cash, gear, and experience potion rewards are much better in campaign mode. Depending on how many 5-star heroes you need to ascend, this may not be realistic if your stamina has gotten low. The arena and event stores both offer eggs for purchase, but these resources are also limited, and spending them on eggs obviously means that your coins can't be used for something else. Let's take a real-world example here on my free-to-play account. If you are free-to-play, you will run into this on a somewhat regular basis. I'm in Chapter 26 of the campaign questline, and one of the things I need to do is awaken a hero to level 3. Looking at my heroes, I have a Valentine at Awaken 2 and a Melassa at Awaken 1. Valentine needs 4 5-star heroes or eggs to awaken to 3, but we've only got 2 available. So we need to figure out how to craft or acquire the other 2. Looking at our crafting haul, we're a little dry. We can calculate that for each 5-star hero we make, we're going to need 6 4-star heroes. For each 4-star hero, we're going to need 6 3-star heroes. Right now, we only have 5 3-star heroes. So we need 1 3-star hero to make one of the 12 4-stars we need. Adding epic heroes back to our list, let's look for 4-star epic heroes that we may be able to use for crafting. I don't love using epic heroes for crafting because we're going to need a large roster of these available later on when we get to the faction dungeons. But for any heroes that we have duplicates of that we are unlikely to fully awaken and exclusive up, we should consider those. For those, I see Eden, Dale, and Oboro each have duplicates. Oboro isn't a bad epic hero, but I don't see investing limited resources into him, and I think I'm okay clearing out his duplicate. So, if we farm up enough resources to make a 3-star hero and add these 3 duplicate epics, we're now down to needing just 8 4-star heroes. 8 4-star heroes works out to be 48 3-star heroes. We could certainly try to farm those up in Dragon Cliffs, but we can only auto stage 3 right now. We need 7 clears per 3-star egg, which means 336 clears would be required, which would cost 8,064 stamina. That's more stamina than we have, and more than I'd like to spend anyway to avoid it. What's left? Well, we can just wait and hope we see eggs for sale in the market, or events roll around with egg rewards, or a double drop Dragon Cliff comes around, or we could see if we could farm up gear and use some skill books to try and get further into Dragon Cliffs, which would make it a little cheaper. All of those are valid options, and if you are a hyper-efficient F2P player, that might be what you choose. So what's left? We can just wait and hope we see eggs for sale on the market, or events roll around with egg rewards, or a double drop Dragon Cliff comes around. Or we could see if we could just farm up some gear and use some skill books to try and get further into Dragon Cliffs, which would make it a little cheaper. All those are valid options, and if you are a hyper-efficient F2P player, that might be what you choose. But if you don't want to essentially go idle except for daily quests for a few days, there is one more option you might consider, which is using your wishes. On this account, I've got 164 excellent and 11 supreme wishes that I've been saving for the next wish event. I don't really need new epic or legend heroes right now, and depending on the rewards of the next wish event, may even prefer to defer them until then. But I also don't want to just stop playing or start a second account, so I think I'll spend some of those wishes. From before, we calculated that we need 54 3-star heroes plus the 3 duplicate 4-star heroes to get Awaken Valentine to rank 3. We have 5 3-star heroes already, so our deficit is just 49. We know that with each 10 pull of excellent wishes that we'll usually get 8 or 9 3-star heroes, and there's always a chance we'll get an epic that we can convert into fodder. We're guaranteed to get a legend hero after 54 more pulls, so we don't want to make that many. My first target is to make 40 pulls and reassess from there. Depending on how close we are to our 49, I may just switch to campaign farming for the remainder. That will give us the ability to spend the free excellent wishes that accrue every couple of days without triggering the pity system. Alright, so let's see how we do with our first 10 pull. Remember, we're just going to do 40. And lots of blue. Our epic. Oh, wow. Another Melassa. This is really good for us since Melassa is one of the epic heroes that we have decided to invest in. This gives us 3 copies of Melassa, and when we get the opportunity, we'll be able to take her to exclusive 3. Sylvan is a hero. I think I might have a Sylvan already, which would make him a duplicate. We'll have to double check. But otherwise, we've got our first 8 3-star heroes. All right, for our second 10 pull, what do we have? All right, so we get 9 more, so that gives us 17 3-star heroes. I think this is a Gunna. We also may have a Gunna already, so she might be a duplicate. It'll be something to check here shortly. Let's do our third 10 pull. All right, this is a Longbeard. I don't know if I have a Longbeard or not. I might. So we'll take a look at that. You know, I think I was going to do 40, but let's stop here at 30, and let's go back and check and see if this has created some extra duplicates for us before we use any of our precious shards, because maybe we need to do a little bit more math. Looking at our heroes, I see that we have a duplicate Frostbeard, but not a Gunna or a Sylvan. I'm going to go ahead and craft what we have and figure out how much is left. So our 3 stars are going to directly convert into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-stars. And that will leave us with, do we have any 3-stars left? That just gives us 1 3-star left. All right, and now we're going to craft, we're going to start crafting. All right, so we're not going to craft Sylvan. So we're going to craft our first 5-star here. I'm going to pull out the duplicates first. So we decided our duplicates were, there's a duplicate Frostbeard. There should be a duplicate Eden in here somewhere. There's definitely a duplicate Dale. Where is the Eden? Here's the Eden. And then for the rest, we'll use, not Sylvan, we'll use our blue 4-stars. All right, so that'll give us another 5-star. All right, Dale, Eden, and Longbeard. All right, so that gives us a 5-star Dorseal, but she won't last long. All right, so with that said, we've used our duplicate epics. So we're going to remove the epics here to make it more easy to see. And we have 2 4-star heroes. So we need 4 more 4-stars, which is 24 3-stars. We have 1, so we need 22 more 3-stars. Okay, so I think we're going to need to go back to our original plan and do 40 pulls. We've done 30 excellent wish pulls. Let's go ahead and do our last excellent wish pull. Let's hope for some 4-star duplicates. All right, so we got 9 3-stars. That's a good help. This is don't recognize. This is Justy. I don't believe we've got a duplicate of Justy. So we will be having to figure out where we're going to get more 3 stars. Well, the first place is I've got a few refined wishes yet. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these and see if we can get some 3 stars. Now there's one. A 2 star. Yeti's a 2 star. And I think this is our last pull here with Blackstone. Oh no, we got one more. So 2 3 stars. That's a really good set of pulls. I take that back. 3 3 stars on 6 pulls of refined wishes. That's actually surprising, and sometimes the random number generator works in your favor. Let's go ahead and craft these up and see what our deficit is that I think we're going to have to grab from campaign farming. All right, so this actually gives us enough for 2 more 4 stars. To solve, I decided to refresh the currency store in the market a couple of times and was able to buy some 1, 2, and 3 star heroes. I also purchased 3 3-star and 1 4-star egg from the event store. This ended up being just enough to finish off our 5-star hero gap. With enough 5-star heroes and eggs to awaken Valentine another rank, let's get to it. Awaken 3 unlocks another 10 levels and sets the cap at 130. We use some of our stored up experience potions to hit that right away. And as long as we're powering up, we want to evaluate other moves that we should make to increase team power. The first is obviously that we're going to want to max out another 3 sets of emblems for Valentine. He's a pure nuker, and we'll pick the emblem choices that match that. For the attack tree, that means strength buildup, which will grant 4.5% more damage whenever Valentine has a buff, which his team should be providing him. Second will be Victory Rush. Though we don't have a lot of control ability, it is a superior emblem skill that then pay off old scores, which is based around dots, because Valentine has no dots. Finally, we'll choose Magic Touch of the support tree, which gives us a 12% chance to reduce the cooldown by 1 on our active and ultimate skills. The total cost for all of this will be 1,800 emblem chapters, which we'll need to farm up in the emblem challenge. Next up, let's go ahead and buff up Melassa with skill upgrades. We've got 23 epic books available, and we have committed significant resources to Melassa already. So I'm not expecting to regress her, at least not for a while. We've already got Valentine's skills at the max, so there's nothing to do there. Next, I'm going to put a few books into Mafka. Her Poison Rain and its ability to poison every enemy is integral to our synergy with Walsey and our burst DPS. I'm going to see if I can't improve the Poison Rain chances. Finally, there will be gear implications for the team. For Valentine, Awaken 3 opens up Mark artifacts. We don't have any in the bank right now, but the Gralin Dwarven Ruin is open, so we'll farm a little of that to get equipment choices for Valentine. After that, we'll look for equipment that can give Mafka better effect hit, as her 7.3 is getting resisted far too often. That's all that I'm anticipating for now, so I'm going to start organizing the farming as I'm eager to see what this team can do. I'm Lat the Redeemed, and I hope you found this video useful. If so, please click the like button. It provides a useful signal to YouTube that this content is helpful. If you'd like to see more of my content, please go ahead and click the subscribe button now. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.